We are back with you now on Wave Listens Live. Our next segment here today, such an important one, as we are going to sit down here with the president and CEO of Metro United Way. So joining us here in the studio, Adria Johnson.
Hi.
It is always good to see you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well.
We were talking in the commercial break that this is a really important time of year for the work that Metro United Way does. So for anybody that might not be familiar, we've got a lot of new faces in our community that says, okay, well, talk a bit about what it is that you do.
Yeah, Metro United Way, we are this incredible unicorn where there's not much that actually is going on in the city around uplifting others that we're not involved in, but our organization really is focused on three areas, and that is making sure that we are a community that has thriving kids, households that are strong, and a community that is equitable. So those are our pillars, and that is how we align our work and channel our energy and effort.
Let's talk more about those pillars, because I don't think this could go understated. These are three very important things that if we're serving them, we have a successful community, right?
Absolutely. For example, with our Thriving Kids pillar, we feel that every child should have what they need to be successful in life. And so how that practically plays out in the work that we do is in a variety of ways. But for the purpose of this segment and to give viewers a snippet of what we are involved in, under that pillar, we are hyper-focused on making sure that our kiddos in the 0 to 5 space are positioned well to enter their academic career and be ready for kindergarten, so to speak. There's a lot that goes into that, supporting families with developmental screening tools so that they can effectively measure their child and the milestones they should be achieving, and where they're not, where they may be a little bit behind, connected to resources to help address those issues. For our kiddos, once they enter the the school age space, we are keenly interested in making sure that we have a robust system in this community of out-of-school time providers that are pouring into our children in a variety of ways, whether they need academic instruction or some other area of interest or enrichment, but really making sure that we have safe, nurturing, productive spaces for children to be involved in when they're not in the classroom. So we work with a variety of community partners to help bring about that resource for the community. When we kind of migrate over into strong households, we know that when families can have their basic needs met, they can create pathways out of poverty and really move on to a more prosperous path in life. So we are, working in such areas as, helping people to achieve home ownership, helping entrepreneurs to become entrepreneurs and be sustained in those businesses, helping individuals or families that may need just good financial sound coaching to make the wisest choices for the resources that they have entrusted to themselves and that they're earning. As we move into a community that is equitable, we work in a variety of different ways, but we are keenly focused on those areas within our 7-county footprint, which includes Clark, Floyd, and Harrison in southern Indiana, Jefferson, Shelby, Bolton, and Oldham on the Kentucky side, with making sure that those neighborhoods that are part of those zip codes, that are part of that 7-county footprint that may not be faring so well, are getting some additional attention and resource, and we're really coming alongside those residents to better understand what is it that would be most meaningful to help those communities kind of lift out.
You talked a bit about collaboration, and we know that nobody can do all of this alone. And so how important is that you've got other local organizations that you can collaborate with, partner with to deliver on all the things we just discussed?
Oh, well, it's critical. I mean, quite frankly, we are not effective if we don't have the ability to collaborate in that way. And so it's also part of our DNA as an organization. Metro United Way prides itself and is so effective because we do work so collaboratively. We are able to convene partners across multiple sectors around common issues that we should all be concerned about and all be committed to participating in overcoming. And so whether that's the variety of nonprofit organizations that exist in this community that are working in those three pillars, in those areas of focus, so to speak, whether that's working with our corporate partners and really coming alongside them to also provide a level of volunteer engagement that also helps to address these issues, or whether it's working with, local government, school systems. I mean, honestly, there isn't much, and I say this sincerely, around community need or what warrants attention that Metro United Way is not not involved in or doesn't have a seat at the table or is also convening the table around to help solve for.
We've got about 2 minutes left. One thing that I want to touch on is it's probably hard to pick one, but if there's any success story or a moment, something that sticks with you that Metro United Way was able to achieve recently, now's a perfect time to share it.
I was going to say, I think the recent announcement of the incredible gift that we got from Lilly Endowment, that was $3.6 million. We went back and looked at the history of the organization, its 107-year life, and outside of the Mackenzie Scott gift that we received a few years ago, this is the single largest investment of that nature that we've received, and it speaks volumes because that was Lilly expressing interest and appreciation for the work that we are doing in the early childhood space. And so that developmental screener that I mentioned, which is a tool for parents to really track their child, that is the work that they are investing in and helping us to scale that in Southern Indiana. And so I think it's a huge testament to the effectiveness and the impact that we do have in community.
We've got about a minute left. Anything that you can quickly tease ahead, what's around the corner for 2025? And then if anybody says, I'd love to find out more information, maybe I want to get involved, let's hit that as well.
Oh gosh, well, certainly 2025 will be a continuation of the incredible work that we are doing now. But, we had our inaugural United Spirits event for the first time this fall. We will have that again next fall. Would certainly love for people to participate in that, to learn more about us, to understand how they can come along and get involved. We have our signature days of action that we do in the fall of the year also, where we pull in volunteers and help to support nonprofits and help to boost their capacity. So these are all opportunities that you can find on our website. So if you are interested in learning how you can get involved in Metro United Way by giving, advocating, or volunteering, you can go to metrounitedway.org and find out all that you would love to know about us, and hopefully also find a way that you can get involved and can take the steps to do so.
I thank you for being with us here today, as we've got the contact information. They need it and they appreciate it.
Well, I very much opportunity to showcase our work and certainly invite people to be a part of it. So happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays to you as well. All right, stay